basically I just knelt on the floor, reached over with my right arm, did everything. Didn't require a lot. I did put the front seat all the way back. The mistake I made early on when I bought this car trying to do the filter was I was trying to press my face up against here, the firewall, to look up at the filter, and you just couldn't do it with the airbag housing here, with the airbag assembly. And what I didn't realize until after I did this video last night and watched the video, that you can actually see, you can easily see the filter housing right there. I mean, this is, let me get repositioned here. This right here is the spring clip. So you push on that, release it, and the whole cover drops down. And then from there, you can just sneak a peek and see the entire, and you can see the entire filter cover all the way up. So it's not that hard. All right, so 2021 Nissan Murano SL all-wheel drive. Going to do the cabin air filter. I'm going to try to do it without removing the glove box. Now, it only takes 15 minutes to do the entire job from start to finish, removing the glove box, so it's not really a big deal. But just because I am curious if I can do it now after I've done it 3 times. Because of the airbag, the first time I tried doing it, I just felt there was no way I could do it, so I kind of just didn't bother pursuing it any further. I don't even know if my arm will fit up there, but I'll try to get everything from start to finish. The one thing, what I'm going to try first is, because I've already used a cocktail fork and a fastener removal tool to get in there to poke at the filter and then pull it out. I'm not going to use a tool, I'm just going to use my finger. So I think if I can get my hand up in there like this, I think I can probably use my middle finger to push in, out, and get the lip of the lower one. Then once I have the lower corner or the lower end popped out of the casing or out of the air filter housing, I can then take it, pinch the bottom of it, and start pulling everything down the entire filter to release the top. Once the top's out, it's just a matter of pulling the filter out, at a slight angle, and then pulling it down. That should be done. So, sounds good in theory. I'll have to see how it goes. The biggest part really is, for most people, will be contorting your body because the Murano is so high off the ground. You end up with your torso twisted right there as your body is twisting the other way. So people with bad back problems, or if you have a chaise lounge, maybe you could just put like a lawn chair or something, or the chaise lounge over here, having the head part this way and having the foot part over there. Then you can kind of use it as a long bench, just kind of stay more level, so your body isn't like all really twisted and pushing a lot of pressure on the rocker panel area. So here then, so okay, so I'm going by memory here, and I can feel the little release tab on the bottom of the housing cover. And if I push up on it, that did release. I use my middle finger to push up on it, and it did release. Now I'm pinch it with a couple of fingers. I can just drop it down. All right, so now this is the cover. Little spring-loaded thing. Biggest thing is when you put it back in, make sure the top clicks into place. That's gonna be the hardest thing, I think, because usually I use 2 hands. I use one hand. The glove box is usually gone right here. So I have one hand in here guiding the top in place, and I use my other hand to push and lock the bottom part in. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so now let's see if I can get the filter out of here. Again, going purely by feel. Let's see, right here. Okay, so it's right there. Okay, right now I'm sticking my pointer finger in to see if I can get underneath that ridge. No, okay, now it didn't work, so I'm gonna stick my middle finger in there. My middle finger did grab it. So now I've got my middle finger and my thumb pinched against the lower part that's released on the bottom. Now I'm gonna try to grip it and pull the whole filter down to release the top. And again, remember, it's an accordion, so try to, as you're pulling it down, just don't pull the one corner. Crawl your fingers up a little bit as you're going to inch it down. Let's see, is that gonna work here? Okay, it just released. So now I'm pulling it out using these 2 fingers right here. All right, and that's the filter. Okay, so that wasn't hard at all. Right now my video is at 5 minutes, and I would spend a lot of time talking and trying to explain stuff. So I'm going to pause it here, get the new filter out, and then I'll restart it. Before I do it, so here's the filter I'm using again, the SCP. This is what it's supposed to look like. That's how dirty this one is. I went probably about 8 months over doing it every 12 months, so it's a little dirtier than usual. And all right, let me take it out of the plastic, and I'm not sure how useful this video is going to be because it's too far, it's too close, and I can't really see what I'm doing. You know, I can't show what's happening. So the arrows point toward the cabin, which means the arrows are pointing up, and as I do it like this, then the arrows are pointing in toward the seat. So now it's just a matter of figuring out if I can get this thing to go up in there. I think that's probably going to be the hardest thing, is making sure it's lined into the cavity. All right, well, there's the bottom of the cavity. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my middle finger and my, middle finger and my ring finger, and I'm trying to get it started on the lower. First I've got to find where the seam, okay, right there. All right, so I've got to get it right there. The thing is, how am I going to get the top in? How am I going to get the top to compress? I almost need to pull down on the filter. Ooh, that looks like it might work. Oh, no, the filter's coming down right there. Okay, let me try this. If I can start. And the thing is, you'll screw yourself up trying to look at it. Don't look at it. Just, I would say, go by feel. Okay, so now the bottom is in, and the filter is angled down. Now I've got to find a way to pull the part closest to the air housing opening down to allow the top to slip in. Then it should be just a matter of probably shimmying it back and forth. But that's... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the accordion material and try to slowly bunch it up so it comes down without destroying the filter. And again, easier said than done, perhaps. Again, I don't want to hurt the filter, so I'm just going to go very slowly and see if I can feel if that filter is going to just pop right back in the top and lock itself in place. No, it didn't yet. So now I'm going to go over the filter and see if I can get it to sit in the top, which might have been the easiest thing to do to begin with anyway. Let's see. So where's the top go in? It looks like it goes in right there, I think. I'm kind of blinding myself with my light here. All right, well, the top went in. All right, now, hopefully I won't turn the camera up by doing this. I'm trying to show what's going on here. It looks like it's going in. So it's going in okay. All right, the top is in. Now I need to get the bottom in. Now what I'm feeling for when I'm doing this is I'm running my fingers down the face of the edge, or the interior edge of the, the outer edge of the filter to make sure it's not bumpy and crimped. Because if it's not smooth, that means it's not in correctly. So if you run your fingers up and down it and you feel too many ripples, chances are the filter did not seat correctly. And the filter should be kind of loose, but not super loose. I think it's in there. It feels like it's in there. And it feels like it's in there smoothly too. So I'm going to shove the camera up there with the flash on, hopefully. What was happening is I was trying to work around this duct right here, which is in the way. So instead of trying to get your hand into, which you can't really do, what I ended up doing was going back backside. Taking the whole thing in my hand and going behind and above the duct with my hand. So basically I have my whole arm up there, almost my entire forearm. And I place the cover flat. Well, actually, because I'll take it out again. You see it has this raised area. This is the part that sits inside the notched area, inside the hole, the opening, the slot. So once you get it in there, it's not really going to go anywhere. So you don't have to try all that hard to align it. So basically just go, I would go, unless if you can use a second hand and like just use your left hand to put it up there, but that's contorting again. So I'll just go above the duct. It's really simple. And I've got, I have relatively big hands from what I've been told all my life. I'll just go up there. I'll put, just dropped it, of course. Just go above. Okay, so now it's seated in there. And the trick is now you've got to drop it down a hair. So I have my fingers way up in there high. I'm going to let this thing drop down a little bit. I think that's where it drops down right there. And angle it up. And it's in place. Yep, and I'm touching all up here. It's in place now, so it really is easy. I'll do it one more time. So let's take this out. Let it drop down. Then I'm going to take my whole arm with the thing, go above here. There's plenty of room to maneuver in here, believe it or not. And I'm just going to place the convex or the recessed area, or into the recessed area, and that allows the thing to stay here. Now I'm going to put my fingers slide my fingers all the way to the top, and then use my pinky to allow the thing to drop down a hair, and you'll feel when the top sits in. Oh, didn't do it that time. I'm going to do it again here. So this has to drop down just a hair. I don't want to get, I'm down too far. I gotta do this again. I'm out of sync here. All right, I have to drop this down right there. Let it go back up. And that's it. Now it's in. So that's, make sure it's in. Yep, it's in. So it really doesn't take long. Again, I'm trying to keep my longer fingers all the way to the top, and using my pinky to sort of try to manipulate the bottom down a little bit to guide it so it doesn't just drop down into nowhere. So that's the deal. And I'm just standing, I'm kneeling on a piece of cardboard more or less. Yeah, I'm using just my right arm for the whole thing. And if I didn't have to have this camera right here, I would be fine. It's just makes it more difficult because I have to twist my body in order to position the camera just to show what I'm doing with a cell phone. So that's the whole job. Doesn't take long at all.